cupcakes and welcome to this video. Please excuse my wet, crazy hair. I just took a shower and then decided to do the intro, which I probably should have done backwards. I wanted to do a Pinteresty type testing video, but I don't really know what to call it, so yeah. So in this video I'm going to test out 3 things I've seen on Pinterest that are supposed to make your Thanksgiving cooking way easier. So I hope you enjoy this video.
So the first thing we're testing out today is making apple chips. You see how crispy these chips are? Well, mine didn't turn out that way, but this is how I made them. First, I started off by putting some foil onto a cookie sheet. Then I began cutting apples. Now for most recipes they say use red apples, but all I had was green apples, so we had to make it work. First I started by cutting the apples as thin as I possibly could. Then I used a cupcake core thing and took the little seedy part out of each apple. Now you don't want the apples to be too thick, you kind of want them to be the same size. I was actually filming this for my Thanksgiving videos treat, but it didn't turn out good, so I'm not putting it in here. I decided to make a Pinterest video. So now you arrange them on your baking sheet, you add some sugar and some cinnamon. If you want to, you can bake them without the cinnamon and sugar, but I thought it would taste better if I added the cinnamon and sugar. And then you're going to bake them one side for an hour, then flip them over and bake them for another hour. So this is what it looked like when I took them out of the oven. They were soft and really nasty looking. So this Pinterest hack was a fail. So for number 2, we're testing out a mashed potato hack. Now the hack is to make mashed potatoes and then put baking soda in them. Now when you do this, it's supposed to release some sort of chemical and make your mashed potatoes more fluffier. So I decided to try it out. I noticed as I was doing this hack that it was actually really working. So I kept adding more and more baking soda. And for these potatoes, they were garlicky potatoes, and my husband said they were the best mashed potatoes that I've ever made because they were so fluffy. So this Pinterest hack 100% absolutely works. Now on to hack number 3. This one is super simple. You just tape your recipe to your cupboard while you're baking, and then you can always see it. It's right there in front of you, and you don't have to get your gooey hands over it by trying to find it and reach for it. So this is a Pinterest hack that really helped me a lot when baking. Lastly, we're going to be trying out this pumpkin in the center cake, which I heard a lot about and I've seen only a few people actually do, and it turns out right. So I decided to attempt it. I was actually making this for my fall treats idea, but obviously it didn't work. That's why I'm putting it in this video. So I chose yellow and chocolate cake, and I showed you how you need a cookie cutter and a bowl, and what I'm doing is just mixing all the ingredients together. And you want to do the cake first by which color you want the pumpkin to be. So if I would have done chocolate first, the pumpkin would have been chocolate in my cake, but I decided to do it vanilla because I thought it would look better. You can also dye the cake. That's what I was trying to do here with the sprinkles. I thought maybe it would turn it a little orangey, but it didn't. It just stayed yellow. So you're just going to put it in a loaf pan, and I baked it for about 50 minutes. You want to sort of over bake your cake just a little bit because you want it to be hard enough that when you cut it, you can, you know, like use the cookie cutter and it's not going to break apart, kind of like I did. And then you're going to put it in the pan on top of each other. And you're going to do that until you have all the cake in the little pumpkins, and then you can start working on your other cake. See how perfect it looks? It looks all nice and perfect. Yeah. Then I made my chocolate cake, and I poured it in there. You could see how my pumpkin sort of moved a bit. That was my first mistake. I should have moved the pumpkin back immediately, like right now. And I overfilled the cake a bit, so it made a huge mess in my oven. But it was hard not to overfill the cake because the pumpkins were like so large. So then I decided to do a reveal and cut it open. I was so excited because I wanted it to work, and it didn't. And that was my moan afterwards. I was like, no, because you can't even tell it's a pumpkin. It looks like a random blob of white in the middle of the cake. And I couldn't find a piece that looked good enough, so I just decided to throw it in this video. It definitely didn't work.
If you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video soon. Bye!